Hi, I'm Doug Warhit. I'm an acting coach. I'm an acting teacher. I'm based in Los Angeles, but I work with actors all over the world. One of the things I see with actors is sometimes when they're at the audition, they don't nail the first take. They're not connected. They're concerned the cast director doesn't like them. They're not yet thinking the thoughts of the character. They're not really listening. They're not trusting their impulses. If they get a second take or a third take, they really can nail it. They're loose, they're trusting themselves, and they're playing in the moment. The issue is you don't always get that second or third take. So you want to make sure you nail the first take. One of the ways you're going to do that is to make sure you have a strong moment before the scene. Sometimes actors think that moment before is only literally what you were doing. That is necessary, the literal moment before, but not sufficient. If your moment before is, I just came from vacuuming, I just came from walking the dog, I just came from ironing, that will not get you in the emotional state of the character. What you want to do is write down at the top of the scene, when you're working on your sides, when you're working on your scenes, you want to write down at the top of the scene a sentence that gets you connected into the material, inspired, obviously, by the material. For example, it could be, please don't leave me, or I don't trust you, or you ripped me off and I'm going to kick your ass, or I love you so much, I don't think I can live without you. You write that down at the top of the scene. Then when you get called into your audition, you repeat that sentence silently 2 or 3 times. Then you come into the room, you're already in the emotional state of the character, which is what you want. You don't want to be waiting for the cast director to say her first line or his first line, and you say your first line to start the life of the character. You already have to be in the middle of the life of the character when you start. And that exercise, which you write it down for each scene, will help you stay connected. If you have more time, which often you will, you want to have an inner monologue for that moment before. That's all of the things you're thinking about that got you to this point. And those thoughts will put you in the emotional state of the character. Certainly when you're in the waiting room waiting to go in, you can be thinking all these thoughts. And then when you go into the audition, you're ready to go. Yeah, but what if the cast director wants to talk to me? And that takes you out of the scene. The cast director wanting to talk to you is a good thing. It means they're either interested in you or they want to get a sense of you to see that you're easy to work with and you're likable, so that's someone they would want to hire. Or they may want to give you information about the material that other actors have been missing in their audition. That's not going to be a problem, because after you finish talking, you're going to take a moment, you're going to take a breath, you're going to look at the piece of paper you have, the scene, and you're going to look at what you've written down for that moment before. You can repeat it once or twice, and you're immediately involved in the scene again. That should only take 3 to 5 seconds. Now, what if I'm doing self-tapes? You're saying, I can do a self-tape, I can do 100 times until I'm happy, so I don't have to worry about that. Yes, but if you're doing a self-tape, sometimes on your callback, either A, you're going down into the audition, or B, you're doing it over Zoom, live, and they're there, and you still have to have that strong moment before the scene. That'll give you confidence, so you're there. When the scene starts, you're already experiencing the emotional life of the character, and you're ready to continue the life, not start the life. Thank you.